President Trump signs executive order that changes how regulations are created. That's right. President Trump guts Regulation Nation. President Donald Trump delivered on yet another campaign promise today when he signed an executive order that hits the Regulation Nation with a devastating blow. President Donald Trump signed an executive order that requires any new regulation that is enacted must be accompanied by 2 regulations that are deactivated. He had a signing ceremony in which small business owners surrounded him. One of the business owners thanked the president for helping to free small businesses from the onerous red tape of overregulation. President Trump said this will be the biggest such act that our country has ever seen. There will be regulation, there will be control, but it will be normalized control. Yes, this is exactly what a dictator does when he takes power. He signs executive orders reducing the power of government to control people's lives. Or so the Progressive Party press will have you believe. It is telling that right after the signing, the first question shouted by the press was, "What do you think of all the protests?" This is a monumental act by the president to fundamentally reverse course on the progressive empire of regulations that has been used for far too long to push their anti-American, anti-prosperous agenda behind closed doors. The so-called party of the people is really the party of the regulators, which is decidedly not working in the interest of the people, but in the interest of the very powerful allies and sponsors of the progressive hate machine.
So this is small business, and this is regulation, and this will be the largest ever cut by far in terms of regulation. These folks are small business owners, and they're great people. They've been representative of the community, the small business community. If you have a regulation you want, number one, we're not going to approve it because it's already been approved probably in 17 different forms. But if we do, the only way you have a chance is we have to knock out 2 regulations for every new regulation. So if there's a new regulation, they have to knock out 2. But it goes far beyond that. We're cutting regulations massively for small business and for large business, but they're different, but for small business. And that's what this is about today. And this will be the biggest such act that our country has ever seen. There will be regulation, there will be control, but it will be a normalized control where you can open your business and expand your business very easily. And that's what our country has been all about. Should I sign it? That's great. That's a big one. Do you have anything to say to the press, anybody? Would you like to say something to the press? Anybody? Become famous back in Syracuse? Anybody?
Just thank you for doing this, because small business has just been buried in a tidal wave of red tape. And to break that will really change the world for us. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Any comment on the protest, Mr. President?
Thank you, Brad.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Please.